What an absolutely fucking unbelievable transformation we have seen from Matt. I've been working with Matt for over a year now. He's been through multiple dieting phases, but this last dieting phase he's been through has been different gravy. He's lost 29 pounds this year of stubborn belly fat. Before he was working with me, you've never seen visible abs. He's never seen definition in his midsection before. When we look at Matt's physique now, we can see genuine definition coming through, whether that's his arms, his chest. His stomach's actually behind his chest now, which creates the physique that most men would absolutely love and die for. And it's been incredible to see the way Matt's been able to achieve this. Now, some things to note is Matt's worked 2 jobs over the last year. He's moved into his own house now as well. So to any guy who's really busy and thinks they can't do this, Matt is living proof that you can go and do this transformation. Not only is he dropped 29 pounds of stubborn fat, he was struggling to run multiple kilometers last year. Now he's doing 12 kilometers at his leisure. Whenever events come his way, like Tough Mudders, he can do them easily because he has the capacity to now. He has less body fat. He has way more movement for his physique. So before he worked with us, going round in circles, he had no game plan. He was doing too much. At the gym, he wasn't recovering from it. He didn't know whether he needed to build muscle, lose body fat. He didn't know the correct phase for himself. He had low energy. He had low strength. He had low motivation. He didn't feel like showing up. He didn't know how to build a standard into his life. And he wasn't confident with his top off. Now you can see the clear difference. What I can really see through Matt and the mindset I want you to take away from this is building a standard into your life. He had the correct game plan. You need to have the right plan in front of you. But you need to build a standard. You need to say to yourself, I am this man now. Matt now registers as a guy who, even on fucking tough weeks, will show up for his health and fitness because he knows the benefits it brings him. He knows on a difficult week, when he's not feeling 100%, when he shows up, that's what gets him to feeling like the man he wants to be. So, where he's got to now, 29 pounds down, off his midsection. You can see the physical transformation here. Always ready for the next phase. And this is what allows you to always see progress, never go backwards, and make sure you have a sustainable result, is actually visioning your next phase. So, for example, Matt is going to finish his dieting phase. He's got 4 more kilos he's going to lose. Then we know we're going to go through what we call a main gain phase, where he's going to build muscle and keep body fat levels down for the rest of the year. He then knows at the start of next year he's going into another dieting phase. And because he always knows what's coming forwards for him, because he can always see a roadmap in front of him, because he can see the next target. Guys are like, oh, it's going to overwhelm me to know the next target. No, it's not. It's going to push you. It's going to push you to get to that goal sooner, but it's going to make sure once you achieve it, you actually know what's next, so you don't get there and become content. He's got way higher energy, which has led to promotions in his career, getting better jobs, just from having better energy, just from having better standards. Yes, this isn't easy. I'm not going to make out like this is the easiest thing in the world to transform, but when you do, you have better energy, you don't require motivation, you have better confidence, you look better in your clothes, out of your clothes, you get promotions at work. And for me, that is worth putting the time in. You don't need to spend tons of time. Like Matt doesn't spend over an hour a week in the kitchen. He doesn't spend tons of time on his training. He doesn't need to, because he has a standard that he shows up every week, which means he creates a result like this. He doesn't rely on motivation. He has a proven system that works for his life, which I can run you through. So what we see over here is we have the phase system. This is the exact phases Matt's been through. So he comes in initially, phase 1, he allows himself to kick up a gear. So if you're driving a car, you want to think phase 1 is you're like in 2nd or 3rd gear. You're driving like 30 miles an hour down the road. You're going well, you're getting results, you're pushing forwards, but you have more fuel in the tank. That's when on phase 2, you're almost emptying your fuel out, you're priming, you're performing yourself, you're getting yourself to the next level. You want to really fucking push yourself through this phase 2. Then phase 3, what we do is you increase your natural testosterone, you increase your muscle, you increase your energy, you increase your sleep, because these things can go down when you lose body fat. You build muscle, you build that level of confidence within yourself, in and out of clothes. Then you crack back into the dieting phase. Once you've reset, once you've rebooted your metabolism, once you've increased your testosterone, you go into that next dieting phase, you drop the hammer. And that is how Matt's had the ability on this dieting phase to drop 29 pounds. He's been through dieting phases in the past with us. But because he went through this phase 3, where he allowed himself to build muscle, he allowed himself more calories for a lengthy spell of time. We're talking last year, September up to January. He allowed himself more calories. He allowed himself that time to go and build good quality muscle. That's then when we go into this next dieting phase, reveal the shape of his life with more muscle and less fat. 3 key things you need to make a transformation like this. you need your nutritional roadmap. So Matt's been through multiple approaches. He has gone through the hybrid nutrition, where you have multiple meals laid out at the same calories for each eating time. He's been through tracking calories as well, so he's a chameleon. He can go through multiple different methods, which he knows are going to serve him for the next 10, 20, 30 years of his fitness journey. So make sure you don't just know one approach, because what happens when life hits you in the face? If all you know is hybrid meals, and then suddenly you're traveling off to Spain, how are you going to track your calories? You need to know multiple approaches. So that's exactly what we've done for Matt. We've shown him how to do hybrid meals. We've shown him how to track his meals. We've shown him how to do a meal plan. We've shown him loads of different approaches, which means he is a chameleon when it comes to his fitness journey. He's been through the phase training system. We've evolved his training program, I'm going to be honest, every 12 to 16 weeks. Reason for this, keeps enjoyment high, keeps it fresh. It keeps it to be something that's like, I'm actually buzzing to go in the gym and lift weights and build muscle. That's how you make long-term progress in muscle building, is every session going in there and being absolutely buzzing for your training program. The key, accountability. There's a reason I have a physique coach. There's a reason I have a business coach, because I want someone to hold me accountable and hold me to a higher standard. So I call Matt out on his shit. I say to him in each check-in, look, here's what we need to improve on. You're doing really well here, but here's where we're going to improve. And that is the habit of a high achiever, having someone that you're willing to allow them to hold you accountable to your standards. And that's how we've elevated Matt's standards. That is how we've created a transformation like this. And in terms of next steps, if you like what I've ran you through today, if you want to drop 20 pounds within the space of the next 10 weeks. Now, bear in mind when you're watching this, there's only one more week to reach out for this. I am not going to be building game plans from the end of July until the third week of August, because I'm not going to be taking guys onto my team at that point. So you have roughly from when this YouTube video goes live, 1 week to reach out to me if you'd like a game plan similar to Matt. So if you want to drop 20 pounds in 10 weeks, you want to build muscle, you want to achieve true confidence with your top off, drop me a message on Instagram. That is my handle there. If you send me any message or the message coaching, I'll work you out a completely customized game plan. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the transformation today. And if you have any questions, feel free to either stick it in the comments or drop me a message on Instagram.